Hello and welcome to ET Garage. Today I am at the Audrain Museum in Newport, Rhode Island. And took the vet. I got about, 40 miles or so before I hit the 250,000-mile mark. And Audrain Museum is way over there. So I'm going to walk over there. They should be just opening. And see all the cars they have. They got American muscle car display on this time. They change the displays from time to time. That's what they have right now. And I was walking around Newport, it's such a beautiful city, and see all the activity already. It's like 10 a.m. in the morning. And I went over that little cafe over there and had some coffee and a Sloan, and checked everything out. Okay, here we are in the museum, and we got a little gift shop over there, an entrance over there. And they got muscle cars, American muscle cars, and some foreign muscle cars. I remember them doing, if you go to their YouTube channel, Audrain Museum YouTube channel, I have a really good YouTube channel. They can tell you more about these cars than I can. They can tell you, like, this is an AMC Javelin, or not a Javelin, that's an AMX, I'm sorry. Javelin was a little longer and had a back seat. Or the AMX was basically a two-seat sports car that was really meant to compete with the Corvette, and I think it was one of the most underrated muscle cars of the era. Over here you got a 455 Olds HO, and these cars were quick. And over here you got a beautiful 427 67 coupe, and that is beautiful. C2 second generation Corvettes. That's one of the considered the most beautiful of the Corvettes as far as body style. Over here, hopefully they have a name plaque for this, or a information plaque. If not, I'll have to ask and find out. But it is a beautiful car. It is a Allard. How you doing? What is this? Is it an Allard?
It's an Allard. It's a British car that was brought into the country late 40s, early 50s, and basically turned into race cars.
Yeah.
Carroll Shelby, Zora Dontoff, who was head of Corvette engineering, all drove these in the early 50s. They were on the team, the Allard team.
Yeah.
So what they would do is bring in just the body and chassis, and then power it with either a Cadillac 331 cubic inch V8 or a 354 Hemi.
Yeah.
This has the Hemi.
Oh, excellent.
2 4-barrels. It's 400, claimed to be 400 horsepower, probably a bit more. As you can imagine, it's so light.
Yeah.
Barely anything to it.
What did it weigh, like 1,500 pounds or something?
Maybe a little more. Yeah.
1,500
close to
2,000.
2,000. Yeah, close to 2,000. But still, it's light compared to the power plant. And so yeah, it was really muscle.
Yeah. And what's your name? Rick, I guess, from your name tag.
Yeah.
This is Rick, everybody. I'm from Eugene from ET Garage on YouTube.
Oh wow, outstanding. Okay.
And I guess you're one of the guides here.
Yeah, we've got 3 docents on today, actually.
Wow.
We've been averaging about 120 visitors a day.
Wow.
And when they get here, it's a small gallery, but it's some place that you can talk about the various cars.
Oh, yeah.
And spend some time. We change exhibits every 3 months. So anytime you come in, you could have a completely different exhibit. Last exhibit was working with wood.
I seen that.
Yeah,
I seen that. Yeah. On your YouTube channel.
Yeah. So we had woodies. We had some wooden boats that were on loan from the Mystic Seaport Museum or the Herreshoff Museum, and it really showed how the early cars were structured in wood before the metal was added to it.
Oh yeah.
And that's how they were basically just an evolution of the horse-drawn carriage, basically.
Wow.
The early ones. So it's kind of a cool exhibit. We actually had a car being restored in here. It was a 1928 Bugatti Type 44. That was all apart, and you could see where they were already replacing pieces of the frame.
Yeah.
And attaching some of the metal, and some of the metal was going to be replaced too. So it was kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
See it under the covers, you know. Yeah.
Now I'm familiar with most of these muscle cars from this era, but is that a Ferrari or
No?
What is that?
Okay, so that is a Bizzarini.
A Bizzarini.
A Bizzarini.
All right.
So in the early '60s, there were some Ferrari engineers that got fired.
Yeah.
It was a big shakeup in Ferrari around the time when the 250 GTO was being designed and tested. Bizzarini was one of those engineers. He did a lot of work on chassis generally. He also went on to work with Lamborghini, designed a V12 engine that was used in the 350 GT, 400 GT, Miura. And that same design was carried on all the way to the Murcielago. Actually, the Reventon, which was a very small build number. And he decided to start his own company, design his own cars. He had one effort in the mid-'60s. It was a mid-engine ATS, Automobili Turismo Sport. Only made 12 cars.
Wow.
And ran out of money. So then he went on and did some other things. I'm not sure what, but in '67 he worked with another Ferrari engineer, a body designer, and designed this car. He changed gears a little bit. He decided, instead of designing our own engine and drivetrain, let's go with something that is widely used. So this car has a Corvette engine in it, a small block Chevy V8 327. Felt that was a lot more reliable, a lot easier to repair, many parts, millions of parts available for them. So that's what they did, and raced it in the Grand Prix series.
Wow.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, it sure is. Really sleek looking car. Every time you see a sleek red car like that, you think it's a Ferrari, but...
Right. Well, this actually, they only built 133 of them. 86 of them were built with the aluminum alloy body.
Yeah.
This is one of those, 86. It's called the Strada. Yeah. And it's a Bizzarini 5300. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it sure is. And do you have two floors to this?
Just here.
Oh, just this floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I think it's a nice display for a small place. It's very well
Very
laid
well
out
done.
and very well done. This is a resto mod here.
Yeah, this is actually a Rings Brothers custom that was built for the 2009 SEMA show.
Yeah. You'll take a look at it.
It's called the Afterburner.
The Afterburner. Okay.
So the Ring Brothers, of course, use a lot of carbon fiber and aluminum billet. They do a lot of CNC work with aluminum billet. You can see it in the brackets for the rear view mirror and the sun visors.
Yeah.
And the hood.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, they do great work.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic looking. Yeah, the carbon fiber bumper.
Yeah. Tucked in right, nice and tight.
Yeah. And the
real custom. Yeah.
And really unique hood pins there too. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Those are nice.
427 Ford.
Okay. Yeah, nice wheels, brakes, all upgraded.
Oh yeah, yeah. They are actually chopped at 1 inch, the roof.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you didn't point it out, you'd barely notice.
I know.
Yeah, it's real nice and supple.
Yeah.
It is.
It makes it a little cleaner, a little lower, but not by much.
Yeah, here you have an Aston Martin.
Yeah, it's an Aston Martin V8 Vantage Canadian edition.
Wow.
There was an importer for Aston Martin in Canada in the late 70s. This is a 78. Commissioned 8 of these to be built, 4 with 5-speed manual transmissions, 5 with automatics. 4 with automatics. This is one of the 5 speeds. So very few made.
Yeah, nice. You always think James Bond when you see Austin Martin.
Oh yeah. But it's a great color, the burgundy.
Yeah, it is. It's a really nice.
Excellent.
All right. Thanks a lot. I'm going to go look around.
Yeah.
And thanks for talking me through all this.
Oh,
This is great.
absolutely.
I really appreciate
Keep
that.
looking around.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. That was a great time in the museum. It's a small museum, but it's well laid out and everything's pristine, and it was worth coming here to see that, because just don't come here to see the museum, of course, if you're in Newport. There's so much other things to see here. And I'm going to search around Newport a little bit and then head down to the shoreline and along the coast and some other things. So if you ever get a chance, get out here to the museum. They have a great YouTube channel, Donald Osborne, and Jay Leno's on it often, so check out that. And thanks for watching. Hope everybody enjoyed. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.